What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You already know what time it is. This is your boy, the historian. We got a little something for you because we about to outrun the South tonight in the bird cage. We're getting ready to get it started. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're gonna go ahead and put you on a trip tonight so we can get ready for these stinking Saints on Sunday. Let's get it.
Okay, y'all, this is it.
What's going on? This is your boy, the historian, in the building tonight. Hey, I got a little camera issue tonight, so guess what? Y'all got to see the BirdCage logo, but we definitely gonna keep bringing you the goodies as we always do tonight. Hey, we got to bring the magnificent BirdCage crew into the building. We got Graybeard in the house, and then we also have Mr. K Dub, Killer Killian Worth in the building. What's going on, fellas?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Going on, man? This is going to be
Hey,
a
man, it's hate week, dog.
huge weekend of football that we're going to be blessed.
Hey, man, y'all got to bring that energy, fam. Hold up. Dog, y'all got to bring that energy. It's the hate week. To hell with the Saints. Let's run away with the South, baby. Let's do it.
You already know what it is, man.
That's why I'm at with it. Don't be out trying to be like Barry White over there.
Hello,
man. Hey, man.
Don't be trying to be Barry White over there, man.
To all my ATL fans,
we know you smooth with it,
bro.
Hey, look, we got an hour or so show, so we're gonna get into slowly roll into this thing.
You backhead out there, back on 85, 35 hours. Drive up to get it.
Hey, man, I'm sorry I'm having camera issues, fellas, tonight, but we got to get to it. You know, this is my pet peeve, but the good Lord said, no, this is the day you got to show the logo. You can't, you got to just deal with it today, sir. So it is what it is. But,
all you Saints fans out there, do me a favor and go ahead and jump off a cliff.
How you doing, Selena? Good to see you in the building tonight.
Good to see you. But historian, let's get it on.
Yes, sir. Man, we know how it is. But let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. We ain't gonna sit here and keep holding folks up tonight. Let's go ahead and talk about the first thing that is on the menu for the Atlanta Falcons and the Bagheads preview. So let's talk a little bit about Mr. Raheem Morris. We've had a couple of games where the Falcons should have had wins, period. His arrogance on fourth down has cost us a couple of ball games, fellas. How do y'all feel about that?
I think Raheem, man, need to stop trusting the analytics and start trusting his gut and start coaching maybe the other coaching staff on his staff. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I know you want to be aggressive. I know you want to change the culture, and I understand that. But at the same time, you can't. If there's point there, take the point. Your defense have been playing lights out. That right there would have gave more faith to that defense. Okay, hey, you get the ball back, man. We can the offense can ice the game for us. So I just think sometimes Coach Raheem just trusts the analytic part of going on fourth down way too much, man. Just explore your more options, man.
Man, I'll say this, man. We already talked about this, and I mentioned this last week. Well, let's say
Might go keep going out, my guy.
here with an old school type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? We got to have a lot of coaches with a lot of the old school mentality. This is how it goes down, man. And when you talk about guys that are groomed, Raheem Morris knows better. Raheem should already be in a situation to where he's actually understanding situational awareness. You can't BS around and give me games. Now, we were in the game, but you can't too many third and longs, man. Too many third and longs, you're gonna fall out of the bed, as I've already said. So at this point in this ball game, you have to. It's a rivalry game for number one, so you have to take points. Anytime you can get points, you got to take points because they add up, and we've already seen that we're going to be the type of football team that's going to be in grudge matches. So how do y'all feel about him and his analytics at this point, fellas?
Okay.
Well, I mean, I feel like I like the aggressive style once you stay with that, but also, take the points when they're there. I want the aggressive nature to stay there. I like to go for it. I like to go try to go win it. But also, in certain situations, I mean, you gotta, maybe speak with your other coaches. Take their input also. I know you're a head coach, but they also, coach week in and week out with you. Put the blood, sweat, and tears into the staff and to the players and the organization just like you do, that maybe they could give you some headway. Like, man, let's go ahead and take those points, coach, and we go ahead and kick the field goal in certain situations. But I do like the aggressive nature. I don't want to poo-poo his coaching style, but I do feel like I don't want these to cost us any more games. But I just feel like we already knew going into this season that these first 5 games is going to be a stretch, going to be a tough, rough stretch. So it is what it is. I feel like moving forward, we'll learn from it and continue to get better and move forward and continue to win the games that I think we should win this year, which I was saying we should win at least 10 to 11 games. I think that's still a possible feat, but we have to go out starting this Sunday and making things, be on the right side of winning. You know what I'm saying? But remember how to win again, get the city fired up, and let's get on the winning streak.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that sentiment, K-Dub, just real quick. But I do think he needs to find that balance. You don't always
Yeah,
have to go for it on fourth down. And like I said, I think that piggyback to the analytic part. We getting wrapped up to so much analytic where we had a high percentage of getting on fourth down, but you had an even higher percentage by kicking 3 points and being down two. So I just think he just like you said, talk to the coaches that hell took it. You could have called the timeout, talked to Kirk, and then called to the coaching team. What you think, what do you see, and then went from there, man. Just explore all your options.
Well, fellas, I say this because again, I it's not poo pooing his coaching style, K Dub. I know what you're saying with that. You like the aggressive nature, but he got to start using common sense. He got to stop listening to those folks that have never strapped on a helmet and those folks that are in the booth giving out numbers. Because let's keep it a buck. Football is, yes, it's a numbers game, but when you talk about the analytics, let's just say this here. Andy Reid's won a couple of championships. Yes, he has analytics there, but he also goes with his experience and everything that he's done to put himself in that spot. Belichick is the same way. A lot of these people that go with the analytics have definitely destroyed the game to a certain extent because you see a lot of things that are done when it doesn't come with common knowledge. And that's the thing that kills a lot of momentum because let's be real. They want to go off of they want to go off of analytics. My thing is go off of what you see with the eye test, and also go off the gut, because the gut never lies, as old people always say. And what you see is what you get. You know, no matter what those numbers say, you got to start using those other guys. If you're gonna, and my thing is this: if you're gonna be on fourth down using Bijan Robinson, you have to use him to his strengths. You have to use Tyler Algier to his strengths. Hell, you got to start using your first round tight end that was drafted fourth if you're going to start using analytics and start, start you looking at the numbers where we have mismatches with his size. So, I mean, that's what I see. But all I say is this here: we'll see how that goes this week, because I believe he's going to have this team ready to fire on all cylinders, and I think we're going to win this ball game. But the thing that's going to help us win this ball game is play calling. Play calling has to change ASAP when it comes to feeding the hot hand. You can't just be in a situation to where you're just feeding one guy. You can't do it at all. So at this point, we just got to look at it for what it is at this point. So how do you guys feel about the play calling becoming more aggressive at times?
I mean,
Well,
I think that's my bad. Go ahead, Kato.
no, I was just gonna just piggyback off what the historian was reiterating with the creative play calling. That's what I mean. That's what I was thinking myself. That we got to delve deeper into the playbook. I know we have a lot of more plays in there, but we're getting to know each other, and we're slowly spoon feeding the playbook to the staff, to the guys on the roster, to get basically saying we're trying to it's baby steps because they are a new coaching staff. I'm trying to take that into account, but we have to get more creative. And like you said, you won't have to really worry about it this particular week because I said anytime that Bijan is dinged up or banged up, and he's banged up this week. They say he's dealing with an injury. You'll see a lot of the tank. So then you'll see that running style this week. But we just have to stay with it when Bijan is 100% because we know they like to just give Bijan the ball all day. And sometimes they'll have memory lapses and almost forget that Tyler's out there, that they have him at their disposal on the sidelines. So this week you'll see a lot of Tank. I pray that he does great, go for like 200 yards or something. So the coaching staff see that this guy is the real deal and goes out and beat the Aints and satisfies the fan base in the same token. Also, I hate for Bijan to be a little hurt, but that's the beauty of having two great running backs on the staff. I think Bijan will still try to tough it out, but he'll reduce his carries because of the. I think he has a shoulder injury he's dealing with or something to that nature. But as far as being creative, you got to continue to be new, innovative, creative. You got to hit the league with things they haven't seen yet, and so they can catch up. Then once they catch up, you continue to keep changing, continue to keep delving into making formations and sets look the same, but have different runs and passes out of them, those formations and sets. You just got to continue to keep confusing defenses and having defenses guessing at all times and having them keeping them on all alerts, man. You got to have defenses just not knowing what's going on. I like those sets when we have Bijan and Tyler in the game at the same time because it really will confuse you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have plays where Bijan is actually damn blocking, not just Tyler Algier out there blocking for Bijan. You got to have the role reversal flip so defense can see different things on tape where they don't know what's coming at them when they play the Atlanta Falcons. We have to get more innovative and creative out there. So I believe I like the picking Zach Robinson. I feel like he's getting his feet up under him, finding his feet, finding his way because he was a passing game coordinator. So he's finding his way as a uh, offensive coordinator. You don't want him to be too damn good because then he'll get stolen away in one season. See what I'm saying? So you want to kind
Well,
of, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just speaking facts here. Now if
yeah,
he's
I
too
know.
good, if he's too
Yeah,
good,
I mean,
he'll be
yeah,
like the Detroit offensive coordinator. They're trying to steal him away in his first year. So I want him to be successful now. But if he comes out the gate firing on all cylinders, calling one of the best offenses in the NFL, we're in trouble. Then we
yeah.
got to go replace this guy. So
But
I mean
here,
that's just. I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna say, just I do agree with a good majority of what you can. But my thing is, also have to realize he has other weapons on the offense, not just Bijan.
Now, but
You know what
he do. I feel like he doing a good job spreading around.
Right,
You
right,
see
right, right.
everybody touching the ball. You see
But
Drake
at the
London
same
touch the
time,
ball. You see
but oftentimes now he will just force feed freaking Bijan to death, and we don't need that. But also, what I'm saying is I understand Gak is starting to get his feeding as an OP right now, not a packing coordinator. But at the same time, him and Kirk got to get on the same sheet. Not on the same sheet right now. It seems like Gak is right here and Kirk is right here. So they got to build that rapport. So therefore they'll be able to, so the offense can get more nuance and more balance. And I think with Bijan being a little nicked up, we might keep Washington getting suited up as well, just in case if he can't go, because you might have that combination of Tyler and freaking Washington. But I think Gak is slowly but surely getting his like you said, getting his feet under him. But at the same time, he just can't focus in on just one player. He got to try to still spread the football around. Cause I think Kirk is probably going to be at his best when he's spreading the football, not just keying in just on Drake London or just keying in on Kyle Pitt. Because you've seen the elevation of Darnell Mooney and seeing how valuable he's becoming. He's becoming a
yeah.
little bit of a spark plug in that deep threat that historian said earlier when we acquired him. So I just think it's just gonna take a little bit of time, like the historian said.
No, no.
Well,
I'm
here's
reading
the
the
problem.
comments.
Well, fellas, here's the problem. I'm gonna tell you like this: when they had Zach Robinson at that press conference, and he wants to make Bijan Robinson freaking Christian McCaffrey. Here's the difference: Christian is a all around football player. No disrespect to Bijan, but you got a lot to prove before you get in that category. I'm sorry, I can't compare you to that, and I'm not even. And I'm saying he's got talent, but let's keep it a buck. You got as K Dub always says, he got all them muscles busting out, but he ain't busting no defenders. Let's just be real
Yeah.
on that.
It's
He
not.
ain't running through tackles.
It's not.
It's what we've said. It's what
Yeah.
we've said. And my problem is this: you have a battering ram who goes north and south, and then you're not mixing up your offense. As we said, Darnell Mooney is becoming a favorite target because he's becoming reliable with his speed. Ray McLeod, they're finding ways to get him incorporated. Drake London, they're finding ways to scheme him. But here's my thing: when are you gonna start using that first round pick, Mr. Kyle Pitts?
Thank
When are
you,
you going to start putting him in position in the red zone? When are you going
thank
to
you.
start using that height as we've all talked about? Here's the other guy. You got a guy in Charlie Warner. No, he doesn't have a breakaway speed like that, but guess what? Hell of a blocker, and he's a great red zone threat because of the side of being able to catch the ball. He was very sure-handed in the red zone. Not saying that he's a guy that's going to get breakaway plays like that, but he's a guy that you can trust to move the chains. You've got to start feeding guys. You've got to start finding a rhythm with players. It's just what it is. You cannot just zero in on one guy because guess what? You focus on one guy, you might as well go ahead and start packing up your box because you're going to have pink papers waiting on you. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
Yeah, we I like just before you go, we gotta start using
and
Cal Pitt. We have
so
to.
let's go ahead. So, I mean, that's what I have on the play calling. Now, the other thing you got to do with this play calling is this: you have some dangerous things that are going to happen because Cousins is still getting the timing down. So, what you got to do, because we're getting ready to go up against a pass rush that thrives on quarterbacks that stand still, they thrive on that. So, what you do, you put him in three-step drops and let him get away with it quick. Let him get off of that pass quick. Three-step drops, five-step drops are the most that you need to do. Now, if you have him in shotgun, two-step drops, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Because at the end of the day, New Orleans is a disciplined team that plays outside contain and they have stunts and twists and they understand how to blitz inside with this blocking scheme. Period. Kirk is not a
Mm,
mobile quarterback. Mobile
no,
quarterbacks hurt New Orleans. Now, I'll say this: I'm not mad at Kirk. He's literally earning his 100 million. But I will say this: when you look at it, before we change the topic, before you look at it, Kirk has to put himself in a position where he understands that you only got 2.5 seconds, not 3, to get rid of the ball.
Right.
And when you make your checks, you have to make that secondary pay, because if you don't, they will pick you off if you hang those duck balls up there in the air. You got to get rid of it, and you got to put them in tight windows. But
Mm-hmm.
if Penix was in, and I'm not trying to start a controversy, but if Michael Penix was in, what happens is this: he pretty much has the effect that Jalen Hurts had last week, where they couldn't zero in. So if they're going to zero in on you with this blitz, you beat them with screens and you beat them with everything else. That's all I can say. And chip protection has to be there. You have to help chip protection in
Good
this
one.
ball game. Period. Period.
Yeah, man. I
All
mean,
right.
Now,
he kind of took. Go ahead.
William, we got 3. William, you got 2.5 seconds to throw the ball. You do not
Three
have 4.
max.
Trust me
Three
on
is
that.
max. Three is the
You do
max.
not have no
Not with
4 seconds.
not with the offensive line. 3 is a luxury. He got 2.5. 3 is a
Yeah,
luxury. And
Three is
I'm
the
yeah.
speaking
max.
realistically, not as a Falcon fan. We're speaking realistically right now. With the way
Right.
that our pass protection is, you got 2.5 seconds against that pass rush. But
Hey,
but again, the other thing we got to use is play action. But speaking of action, let's go ahead and talk about some action right now. You got to keep the action going and keep the damn refs out of the ball game. You got to keep the refs literally at bay. Well, what we saw last week was atrocious, and it's not just NFL. We're seeing this in college football as
College.
well too.
It just happened at
Because it
Army
was
and
a shame,
Temple.
and I'm gonna bring this up. I'm sorry for my Auburn fans out there. Y'all tried to rob Cal out of that football game. Y'all tried to rob Cal out of that game. They flat out beat y'all like y'all owed them money, and the refs kept y'all in it, just like the refs kept the Chiefs in that ball game last week. So I'm gonna let Graybeard start with this one, and K Dub, you jump in and put a bow on it, because it ain't much to say about this, because I'm getting mine out now. You've got to win on the scoreboard, and you can't commit dumb penalties. Graybeard, go ahead.
Man, you just had it, man. You can't just commit dumb penalties. You got to be disciplined on both sides of the ball. I mean, if you rely on the ref to win, you're going to lose every time, man. It don't matter what sport you play. So I just think the coaching staff had to reiterate on the offensive line, all the players just being disciplined. Don't make no emotional calls that'll put us like in second and 15 or second and 20 or whatever the case, that'll get us out of good field position or rhythm. So I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet, man. Just if we take the game out of the ref can, we can control our own destiny.
well, I mean, I feel like best way to keep it out the ref's hand is blow these boys out, man. Make it where it ain't even a game. You know what I'm saying? Because the only time the refs can keep it have an effect on the game is when the game is close. So if we go out and Kirk can put them points up and continue to keep putting them up, man, you know, and get a blowout going. You know what I'm saying? By late third quarter, man, you know, folks can get out there and get back on 20, 85, 75, going to the crib. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just feel like we got to go out there and make a statement. You know, we got to continue to keep playing better, continue to get better because I thought I was gonna get picked on this week because we lost, but I was getting more of the man. You guys look pretty doing good against them Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some. So that's what I was
Same here.
getting. So
Same here.
we got to continue to get better and go out there and beat these boys. Show them, hey man, now we got this division. No, hold my bill, Saint. We got this. So we got to be like they had that mentality, and who up in this division go out and slap them around like that, like a little schoolgirl. So that's what we need to do. Uh, to move forward, man. I just feel like this is a must win. We'll be in the city for the party, and it's a must win. That's all I'm gonna say. And
Oh yeah, it's a must win.
don't so to keep it out the ref's hand, go out and blow them out. That's all. That's my 2 cents. You know, do that.
So I'm gonna
Yeah, are
say
you
this,
fuck?
fellas.
Okay, I thought you.
So I'm gonna say this, fellas. This is what I got for you. Now, you put that one out there, and as we said before, you gotta. And the thing is, if a ref makes a bad call, here's my thing. I think the way that this is gonna have to happen, shout out to the cricket deacon John Harris because he said this on his show the other night. Raheem Morris might have to get thrown out of a game at least 1 or 2 this year because
Yeah.
you're gonna have to get in these refs' ear because you're not a favorite. And you got to make these people respect you by winning games, but also showing your players that you're going to go the extra mile. And when you show your players that you're going to go the extra mile, you're going to get a hell of an effort out of these guys. And
Right.
speaking of effort, got to shout out to my guy, Larry Dixon from Dixon Way. He's in the building tonight. Taking a break right now from calling games. He's showing some love tonight. Larry is the hardest working man out there. Y'all got to check it out. Braves, Falcons, Dogs, even his wife's games, man. So y'all got to check him out. Shout out to the Dixon Way out there showing some love. But I didn't forget about him. But I mean, I just look at it from a different standpoint of, man, this is just, how can I say it? This is just one of those things you just got to laugh at because it's comical that you have refs right now that are obviously doing some BS right now when it comes to these teams. It's just awful.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
it's not
terrible.
just us. But ours was seen on a Sunday night scale. You had over 28 million people that saw that. So and what makes it even worse, Roger Goodell was in the building when that happened.
Yeah, that
Roger
ain't
was
it.
in the stadium watching that. Could you imagine fouling up a call that was that bad in front of your boss? What can you say at that point? What can you say at that point? You know what I'm saying? Your boss was sitting there. The question is, what's going on, A1? Shout out to A1 Forever. Check him out. Definitely brings good content with Smitty and Berto and those guys over at 95 North Sports and also Smitty's Time Machine, Sports Machine. Check them out. But all I say is this, man. We just have to take the game away from the refs and make it no doubt, even when they try to hose us.
Oh yeah,
Period.
cause you know how the
And
rivalry go, man.
yep. And the Saints get most of the calls in the rivalry anyway. So, but
Facts.
speaking of rivalry, let's talk about these epic matchups right now with the Birds and the Aints this week. What do you think is going to be an epic matchup when we talk about these two teams? I'm gonna let K Dub start this one off. I want you to do the offensive side. Glenn, I want you to do the defense, and I'm gonna hit up the special teams, fellas. So, K Dub, what you got, man?
Well, I mean, to exploit the Saints on offense, I feel like we just need to, get those speedsters going, man. You get McLeod and you get Mooney, get the boys stretch that field, man. Like I say, take the top off, what I'm saying, get deep, and then Pitts and Draco, they work there underneath, man. That's I just feel like, what I'm saying, you gotta stretch the field on them guys and beat them that way. And like I say, pound that ball with Tank, wear down that defense. I'm gonna keep saying that till they do right by me. You know what I'm saying? Wear down that defense, and then bring in your Bijan, your pet toy, and let him dance around and do what he do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how much he gonna go, with that shoulder, man. He already scared to run somebody over anyway. So that's what you use. That's what you use when you're running back. If you can run somebody over, it's just shoulder. So uh, that's good to hear, Artavius, that Mario Davis is hurt also. So that's the heart and soul of that the linebacker core over there. So that's good to hear. So they got a lot of key injuries. So I mean, mama and dad they say it was gonna be easy. They ain't say everybody was gonna play. So we got to deal with, we got injuries too on our offensive line. So it is what it is. We're gonna roll them out there, and we want to put them umbrellas up. We want them to put them umbrellas up. That's what we're trying to do. Put them up. So we don't want to have them twirling around singing no damn Saint song. So let's go, man. That's my whole sentiment. Let's go ahead and exploit them in the best way we can and stretch the field. It's gonna have to be in the passing game. I don't feel like we're gonna be able to just run them down and control the clock. We're gonna have to get out there and stretch that field, sling that ball, put them points up like I was saying. That's how you keep it out the ref's hand. You go up 27-3,
Yep.
27-3, and keep your foot on the gas with this that's when I want the arrogance. That's when I want to be arrogant. Let's put 50 up on these boys. That's when I want that pride to come out. You know what I'm saying?
And this, I'm gonna say this here. This is Tyler Algier game. Remember, this is one of his breakout games. He's had good games, but he plays well against the New Orleans Saints. That right there. I'll be
Yeah,
honest with you. You know why I compared? Like we called him. A lot of people gave me grief when we got him, and I said it, and other podcasts said, "Oh, you're crazy for saying it," but now they in love with it. I compared him to William Andrews 2.0. I said William Andrews 2.0 just don't have the speed that William had, but I said hands down it's like this. William Andrews was a New Orleans Saints killer. Tyler Algier is a New Orleans Saints killer. They can't stop him. So this game needs to be heavy, as you said before. We're going to throw the ball downfield, but guess what? You got to also lean on that big fella. We stretch them and get them scared, and guess what? Demario Davis is hurt. So, okay, Dub, I agree with you. A heavy dose of the passing game, and when they start playing on their heels, you let the big fella just go downhill on them because they're going to be tired from all that chasing.
yeah,
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I think on the defensive side, man, I just think this should be a Matthew Judon coming out party. I just think he just needed just touch. I mean, physically touch Derek Carr to where this man had PTSD every time he snapped the football. I expect big things out of Grady Jarrett in this game, being physical with the help of Onyemata. Our linebacking core need to have a good game. I'm talking about Troy Anderson got to play come and hit back football this Sunday right here. We really need a good game from Troy Anderson, especially when they bring in they switch Army knife, which they love to do on critical third down, especially when they're in the red zone. I have nothing but faith on our back line. I already know Bankhead Bacon, Quad Dog Clemens got everything on lock, along with Hughes. So that's really not really my concern. My concern is that front going against their offensive line and seeing how our linebacking core can, you know what I'm saying, make sure we get pressure and make sure to try to contain. Because I think Kamara is injured too. I think he has a little bit of a nagging injury as well. So I just want to make sure we control their running game and make them one dimensional. We don't want Alvin Kamara, if he does play, to go pretty much run rampant on us, because that'll pretty much neutralize anything we're trying to do, especially when we're trying to go after the quarterback. So yeah, I expect our front and our linebacker core to have a huge, huge game against that uh, sort of an injury offensive line that they got.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta contain Chris
I was
Olave.
getting ready to say you missed a big, key, important piece, which was
Chris
Chris Olave.
Olave.
I'm
You
not
gotta
worried
contain.
about she. Here's the thing. I'm not worried about she taking the top off the defense because you got two of the best safeties in the game. It ain't gonna happen like that. If they could contain Worthy, who is much faster, they were able to contain him. She don't have a chance. She might
No,
make a
no.
play here and there, but he ain't gonna make a chance. I mean, he's not gonna have a
Yeah,
chance. Rice was a guy that you had to worry about, as I said, till we knocked him out. But I'll say this: Justin Simmons is a little bit bigger than Bates. Guess what? You put him on Taysom Hill when he runs those flat routes or he runs that seam route or that fake route, and you let him put a hat on him. Pretty much, you knock his jock strap loose. I wanted to say the old school term, you knock his dick
Yeah,
in the dirt, but I can't say it. I got to keep it PG. You know, my mama out here watching. So again, at this point, this has got to be a Zach Harrison game. Lorenzo Carter ain't showed me anything this year. I'm sorry. Arnold Ebiketie,
I
no,
need Troy. I need
no,
Troy
sir.
Anderson, man. I
Y'all
need
got to
Troy.
y'all got to ride the pine. At some point, you got to go ahead and you got to go ahead and play drums. At some point, you got to play them. At some point, you do have to play Zach Harrison because guess what? Arnold Ebiketie and Lorenzo Carter are not getting it done. I love my Georgia Bulldogs, but darn it, I'll just say it's just one of those things, man. It's one of those things. And all I can do is just shake my head at this point and just say, well, damn, what are we going to do?
I mean,
But
I
I'll give
agree.
you this. And I'm going to give you this. Here's another key. Now, you're talking about that defense stopping Kamara. Here's the other thing that you got to do. You also can't let Derek Carr run either because Carr
Yeah,
will use his legs to pick up to pick up a first down. The difference is Carr likes to throw downfield. So with him throwing downfield, he will force stuff downfield before he actually puts himself in a position to use his check downs. That is
Make him
something that
make
got him in trouble.
make mistakes.
Yeah, there you
Exactly.
go. And we got that type of defense
So
to make mistakes.
so but get into it next. Let's go ahead and talk about the X factors for this ball game. What are you going to be your X factors tonight?
I mean, you just had it, man. Containing
Who are
Chris
your X factors?
Olave.
One offense and one defense.
My bad. One went off. And go ahead, Kato.
Okay, X factors. Uh, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm gonna hit Ray McLeod. I'm just gonna stay. I'm sticking to that on offense and defense.
So you
Uh,
sticking with hold on. So you sticking with old hold on. You sticking with old Ray, aka you got Ray Gibson, Mr. Life
Yeah,
himself.
yeah.
Because guess
Ray,
what?
boom,
He
boom,
keeps sitting
boom.
there getting them 15-yard penalties or whatever. It's gonna be some consequences of repercussion. We
Repercussion.
gonna take his cornbread,
I
All of
mean,
it.
as
he
they
say,
said
"Hey,
in
look."
life.
He say,
All
"Look,
of it.
man. He say you can't get nowhere if you don't take no gamble. So look, let's go, Ray. Uh, uh, and on defense, man, my X factor on the D. I don't know, man. I want to go SWAT dog Simmons this week, man. Them safeties, man. Them safeties be lurking. So SWAT dog Simmons
William
this
took my
week.
guy.
Yeah. So I'm going Ray on offense and SWAT dog Southside Simmons on the defense end. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Next.
Uh,
Next.
I'm gonna start off with defense, man. I'm gonna start off with my boy Matthew Judon, body built by Taco Bell. I want him to freaking be a terror, an absolute terror for Derek Carr in that offensive line. I think he's gonna have, like I said, they're gonna be a coming out party. This right here, he's gonna be playing for some money this Sunday. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Offensively, man, I just think I'm I'm gonna go with offensive line. I'm gonna go with old faithful reliable number 70. I need this man to really step up and really be that veteran anchor on that offensive line. And please don't get too many holding penalties. We understand you getting a little long in the tooth, but we still need to build that continuity, especially with a couple of key injuries on the offensive line. So I really need him to step up on that offensive line to provide him with enough protection to get the football down the field. That's my two X factors.
Okay. So for me, I already know Darnell Mooney's gonna have a target on his back because he's been Kirk Cousins' favorite target. So I can't go with Mooney as like I'd like to. So who I'm gonna go with, I'm about to surprise the hell out of y'all. I'm gonna go with Kyle
No,
Pitts
you.
this week.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna go
who
with Kyle Pitts this week.
that's who Williams went with.
I'm gonna tell you this here. The reason I'm gonna go with Kyle Pitts is you have
Oh,
You're in the Matrix.
he in the Matrix.
Maybe he'll come back out the Matrix. But yeah, man, we're gonna X factors. But William had he had
Yeah, William. Yeah, William took. He
Kyle
took. My
Pitts
yeah,
also,
yeah. He took my guy on defense. He
and
took
he had
AJ Terrell.
and he took AJ Terrell. So we're gonna hope that the historian comes on back in
Yeah,
with
because he frozen right now. But
yeah,
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 I still think the offensive line need to have a strong game just like they had against Philly, keeping him
yeah.
upright and making sure Cousins don't get touched too much. Because we already know he's still not mobile. He
I
probably
just feel like this is one of them games where just it's like they like to break Taysom Hill out on us and
oh yeah,
do all these little plays.
they call
It's
him the Falcon Killer.
no, what I'm saying is like how they like to do that. This is one of them games where we know that Kirk is not as mobile as he would like to be, or can be right now. That it might be one of them games where you need to have a pennies package, man. I mean, just hey, look, this is what game 3, 4 in league. Uh, he got to get his feet wet sometime, somewhere. I ain't saying try to go get him hurt, but have some plays where you can shock their defense and come out there with
Well,
some plays for this guy.
my thing is we're gonna have to make sure we get a hat on Chase Young because I know him. He gonna be head hunting in the game, especially with freaking Kirk Cousins just being stationary. He gonna try and damn it the goddamn cock quarterback. So that's why that offensive line got to play a huge part. And in the running game, we can't forget about the running game, whether it be John Gold or not. We still got a plethora of running back, starting with Tyler Algier in Washington and whatnot, to get them touching as needed. Therefore, try to take some of the load off Kirk Cousins. Because I think, like you said, I think going down the field, throwing the football, is going to open up the run for us. So therefore, we can try to eliminate some of their aggressive style of blicking the quarterback and with everybody. So I just think Dak got to really be in his bag this weekend against these games.
I mean, yeah, I feel you on that. I'm just saying to eliminate, not eliminate, but kind of offset. Kurt just sitting back like a statue. What I'm saying? Especially if they get to Kurt one or two times, you have to have things up your sleeve to keep their defense guessing. And if
Yeah.
that man has some great working pair leg, I know he's gotten hurt in his past in his career, but it's been about 3 seasons since he's been hurt. Uh, you got to
So,
have some packages for this guy. He runs a 4.44 5. So
oh,
let's go.
you talk about Penix.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as far as to stifle their defense, they want to run around with Taysom Hill and do all
I
these little
heard
things.
Now I heard because my coworker is an Ain't fan. I heard Derek Carr hurt. I heard Albert Kamara hurt. I heard there's a good possibility that Derek Carr might not even play. Then Sunday we might be getting we might be getting Spencer Rattler.
I
That's a
mean,
possibility.
but we'll see when that happens. I'm just saying. I mean, then if that happens, we may not need a penny fact. But that
Nah,
defense, if that defense is still getting after Kirk, and we get down to a Spencer Rattler, then we have this is a must win. This is a must win. You have to get back to two
oh
and
yeah,
two, even out, and get back to 500 and move on from there. So that's
we we
go
can't
ahead.
go down. We can't go down 1-3. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not an option. Especially
yeah,
with the next game being Carolina, and the next game after that is Tampa. We got
yeah,
3 straight divisional games. Can't
yeah,
afford it. These
yeah.
when the win really count. So for me, if we can go 2-1 or preferably 3-0, that would be perfect for us. Especially getting ready to go into a bye week, get a little bit more momentum on that, and then come back refreshed, healthy, rejuvenated, get ready to kick the Cowboys behind. But I just think we we kept the tone this weekend with the X for our next 2 divisional games.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I feel like uh, the momentum, even though we didn't win, the momentum we gained from, playing so well against the Chiefs, I feel like we go on a winning streak. Uh,
Oh yeah,
I feel like
I
we've
agree.
lost a couple of games, got the fan base down, in their feelings, talking bad about certain players on the team. But I just feel like we go on a run, man. I mean, I just feel like we have the makeup and the right things to go and be a playoff caliber team, and,
Oh yeah,
and make a run. So
oh yeah, no doubt.
uh, we're
I
gonna
do.
have. Go
No,
ahead.
I
You're
just
gonna have.
no. I do think they're a playoff team. Playoff team. Like I said, it's gonna take some time for the offense to finally find their footing and get into that rhythm. Because I think the defense got more of a rhythm than the offense right now. I think the offense just need to catch up. But I just think the defense is just going to get better, especially if we can keep Bankhead Bank and Quad Dog Clement still patrolling that back end. Can we see more of Onyemata on that front line with Grady? Can we get more of a blitz package in for Matthew Juna? Can our linebacking core finally found their footing, especially with Troy Anderson coming off his injury? And can we see more of the other guy, Abakati? Can he ever wake up? So yeah, there's still some things for the defensive side of the ball to still improve on. But offensively, if we can be able to put up points steadily, that'll really give the defense a leg up.
I'm not gonna get down on Evan Caddy because I see his jersey flash. They give him chances to get out there on the field. I feel like having this veteran leadership, people just develop slowly. Just like
Yeah,
Malik Willis, dog Malik Willis, he's playing great now with the Packers. You have to let guys develop, man. That is the
yeah,
key thing with some of these players. Some players are just good right out of the box. They just
yeah. I agree.
make a Pro Bowl out the
Well,
box. But then some guys take a few years in the league to adjust to the league, the speed of the game. Maybe they ran a vanilla system in college. When it gets to the NFL, it's like speaking Chinese. They got to learn football all over again almost when they get to the NFL. So go ahead, Mr. History. I'm sorry. Good to have you back.
nah, man, I don't know what the heck happened. I told you it's a strange look. Everything's strange. I probably shouldn't have picked Kyle Pitts because that right there just went out. I
Yeah.
said Pitt, and
You got tired.
everything
You
just
got
went
tired of
black.
you big. You tired of you got down there and dogging their name. You gonna put
He
some
was like,
respect on his
man,
name.
he said,
I try. Hey,
They-
I try. Listen, the reason I say I'm picking Pitts, the reason I'm picking Pitts this week is because of the fact that in the red zone, he definitely is going to be a target. He
right.
definitely is going to be somebody that we're going to be able to use in situations where we're going to exploit their secondary and their linebacker.
Oh,
But
no
they
doubt.
have to scheme it up for him to do it. I'm gonna tell you the routes that's going to be there. Dallas Goddard ate last week because they ran crossing routes.
Oh,
He
dang.
he ate last week because they ran seam routes. Guess what? New Orleans defense is deficient with being able to cut is deficient with being able to cover those routes. They're not efficient at all. So again, you've got to use the big fella in that sense. Period. Now, defensively, I'm gonna surprise the hell out of you. Give me Mike Hughes this week. Mike Hughes has been stepping up in a major way, and all I can say is, hands down, I think Mike Hughes is actually going to be a guy that has held his own. He's going to be tested again this week. He did well against Kansas City, but guess what? You got a chance. You got a chance to play against Olave, or you got a chance to play against the speedster.
Shaheen.
So you got to play against Sheen, or you got to play against Olave. Guess what? This is what's going to help you out one way or another because you're redefining your career at this point, and you're
Right.
solidifying yourself as the number two corner if you keep playing the way that you're playing.
yeah. And he
Mark Phillips
also,
III is going to end up being the slot guy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Eventually, he's going to be the slot guy because D. Alford so far has been getting cooked this year. And I love me some D. Alford, but I'm going to call a
Yeah.
spade a spade. So, Artavius, I'm going to tell you just like this here. Why don't you go ahead and get you a bag of rice and roll your hair first? Now, see, I'm with it tonight. I'm with talking trash tonight. See, you don't
Why
listen.
so harsh?
Oh, no. This is hate week. For number one, Bama fans getting it this week, and
Oh
Ain't
man,
fans is getting it this week.
I've been
So
hearing
I'm
nothing
not
but
above.
jump from
Listen,
Bama fans all week.
I'm not above joining my own kind this week. I'm letting you know that now.
I've been hearing nothing. I've been hearing it from Bama fans all
Don't
week.
hey, don't feel hey, don't bruh, don't feel bad. I kind of got my Robin Harris hat on today, like old Robin Harris. That's what I'm feeling like right about now.
yeah, man. They know what
Let me
time it is.
stop clowning. But I want the
That's it.
score predictions, fellas. What you got?
I
Go ahead,
say,
Kato.
hmm, I'm gonna go 30 to 20, 21. 30 to 21 fast.
Like
I know we,
Graybeard?
I
I actually think this time we're gonna actually go over 30 points. So I'm gonna say 30. I'm gonna say 34-24 Falcon.
35-17.
Damn.
35,
Okay,
17.
that's what I'm
Defense
talking
going
about.
de-
Okay.
defense gonna give up defense gonna give up a rushing touchdown, and we're gonna give up a deep shot. It's gonna happen. Carr gonna find a way and have it there. But I say 35-17. We're gonna give up two deep shots and they're gonna kick a field goal. All I can
Okay.
say is this here. No, you're right, Wallace. But at the same time, I'm thinking about the depth. I know the starters are fine. I'm thinking about the depth at this point because you got to look at the matchups. Hughes is a physical corner.
Yeah.
So when you put a physical corner on speedy receivers, you're generally either going to have guys that are elite route runners who can stop things, or you're going to have receivers that's just going to cook you because you're not fast enough to get your hands on. So
I thought
it's either what's up?
No, I thought we pulled. Did we bring up Kevin King too? Wasn't that?
Yeah, Kevin King got signed this week. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna get so I believe he's gonna get some snaps this week because again, D Alford has been suspect. So I
yeah.
can't even be mad at that at this point. So without further ado, you know what time it is, man. We got to go ahead and let y'all know what it is. Tickets are sold out, ladies and gentlemen.
No more.
Tickets are sold out. No
No
more.
more.
No mas. No mas.
It's over.
Namas,
Everybody that
no mas.
everybody that's got tickets, hey, we gonna see you Sunday at Dave and Buster's because we gonna celebrate the party line with everybody in the building. But before we celebrate the party line, let's go ahead and check it out. What's going on here is pretty much the Saints versus the Falcons September the 29th at Dave and Buster's. We call this the hunting grounds. So all the fans of the Birdcage and the Falcons are welcome to come. We definitely would love to have you there. Also, we have a live show that will be taking place after the game. We're going to be giving out prizes for raffle tickets. So when you purchase your ticket, you're automatically in. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar there as well. So if you're not interested in the cash bar or the hors d'oeuvres, go ahead and get that food from the waiters and waitresses. So you can contact us at 404-585-1445 or the BirdCage LLC at gmail.com. You either get right or you get left. Ghost. Birdcage. Well, while it says 34-24, I'm okay with that. But all I'm going to say is this, man. We definitely got some treats in store for folks that's coming into the party. We're going to have, we're going to have a couple of live videos you're going to see, but guess what? We can't show you everything because guess what? It's just like in the military, dog. It's a lot of secrets that's there that we ain't letting out. You gotta come to the next one when we have it. So everybody that's coming, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the support. And we definitely look to party with y'all, man. So again, y'all get out here with us. We're definitely going to take care of you. We're going to give you a great show. We're going to interact with you. We definitely going to have fun. And remember, if the kids get bored with the games, y'all can buy them power cards and send them on their way. Because guess what? You got an arcade right up in there for the kids to play video games. So it's accommodation for everybody. So thank you again for the support. This for our first annual party. Hopefully it's not, and like I said, I don't think it's gonna be our last. So y'all stay tuned to that. But final thoughts this week, gentlemen. We got two good games this week. We got Bama, Georgia, the Aints and the Birds. All I'm gonna say is this. It's gonna be a lot of people with high blood pressure medicine this weekend.
I got
A
mine ready.
lot of high blood pressure medicine this
So, baby,
weekend.
Right.
what time it is?
Well, I got mine
Hold
ready.
on, hold on. Y'all ain't look, y'all fellas ain't the only ones. You see, I got this G right here, baby. I'm right there with you. And for my HBCU lovers out here, that Southern University is on deck too. So get your mind right, dog. We don't just do it for regular PWIs. We also shout out these HBCUs because guess what? We got Chris Blair on this offense too. Don't forget that's Prairie View A&M, baby. So hopefully we actually get to see him this week, man. And also the Braves and the Mets. Braves got a chance to go ahead and take care of business in this doubleheader if the weather permits, ladies and gentlemen. We still got a chance to get in this wild card and get to the playoffs with a bunch of ragtag misfits when they left us for dead. So let's
Monday.
go, man.
Hey, huge weekend for Georgia sports, man, all around, man.
So
But
we gotta get.
Saturday is gonna set the tone because I just want to shut these roll tide motherfuckers up so bad. I've been catching it. I've been hearing it. I've been not hearing nothing. I just been smiling and I've been nodding.
Man, the only thing Alabama fans are good for is giving me some French fries, a bag of boiled peanuts, and a Coca-Cola. That's what they good for. I'm talking smack today. Hey, look,
Royal
I'm
Coast,
tired of hearing all the
RC.
mess about we got 18 national championships. We got this here. Guess what? Y'all starting to sound like we did when we used to talk about just 1980, baby. Because the last championship that y'all won, was in 2020, and the last time y'all went to a championship game, the Dogs handed y'all an L with the legendary Nick Saban on the sideline. So again, y'all can kick rocks just like them stinking ain'ts this week.
And that's the
Yeah,
bottom
man.
line.
Yes,
Because
So,
sir,
Georgia
man.
had to go.
man,
Oh
so
no,
I
no.
want to appreciate you guys for working with me tonight, man. You know, like I said, as you can see, I'm in the whip tonight. I'm getting, I had to slide on down. I'm in the crib. I'm in the A, baby. Georgia boy back in his roots, dog. This how we do it. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know the
yeah, for
you
yes,
sure.
know the
sir.
vibe.
You know the
Always,
vibe, baby.
anytime,
It's time to get my lemon
wherever.
pepper wings before Helen come up here and start acting up. Gotta get them lemon
Hey,
pepper wings, baby.
shout out to everybody, man. Y'all make sure y'all be safe
Shout
out
out
here on these
on these
roadways
streets, on
and
these
make sure
streets.
your
Be
family
careful.
straight, man. Because the weather ain't playing with us, man. So please, man, make sure all your loved ones are hunkered down and ready, man. And hope to see y'all on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. You know how we get down, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You either get right or you get left. And if you a Saints fan, your ass is about to get left with a hot L, just like them Bama fans, baby. So it is what it is. It's let's make it do what it do, baby. Because guess what? The Falcons is in town, and guess what? We about to show up and show out. The
Show out.
Birdcage is official into the ATL, baby. You either get right or you get left. We love you. We'll see you on Sunday, 1 o'clock, Dave and Buster's for all those that are gonna be coming, man. We expect the party line. Y'all be easy. We love you. Peace.
yeah.